What's up, y'all? Ēastre Kevin. This is a notice video. I am happy to announce that I've released yesterday the EP called Devotional Songs Ēastre, and basically it's devotional songs. I mean, I guess the synonym for devotional song would be hymn. Yeah, so I wrote these hymns, if you will, to the goddess Ēastre. And Ēastre, well, I mean, to put it in brief, is a dawn goddess, you know, stemming back from the Proto-Indo-European origins, or as well as a spring goddess. I mean, spring and dawn. I mean, these are spring and dawn. The season spring and dawn are what associated with the goddess Ēastre, and all of it is, of course, in Old English. In this video, I want to talk about the context of it, really, and before I get into that, I just want to say, you know, as for the EP itself, is that I decided to price it at $8 Canadian. Depending where you're on the world, it's a little more, a little less. The reason for that is because I thought this isn't a modern song. I didn't write this in modern English, where it takes not even 2 seconds to write down lyrics in modern English. The fact that it's in Old English, the fact that I had to really work my head around the grammar, making sure it's correct. I also had to do a lot of research and whatnot, like understanding, you know, the whole idea of a dawn goddess, and I had to do a lot of reading, you know, to get ideas, and you know, what would be good, what wouldn't be good, and you know, to put in the song and whatnot. And but to give the context to these devotional songs, or hymns, if you will, the way I look at it is that I do listen to a lot of Indian music. I do, and it's mostly in Hindi. And for those of you who are wondering, a lot of Bollywood songs and whatnot, and a lot of them do talk about, they sing, you know, and they have devotional songs to Ganesh, Shiva, Parvati, Durga, and Lakshmi, and all these other deities and whatnot. You know, and I'm just thinking, these people have been doing it for like 1,000 years, or even more than that. And I thought, what about us, the English? What do we have? That's where I come in. So it's my attempt to revitalize what would have been. It had Germanic, had English, native Germanic English paganism, had that survived, which it didn't, so it's really ambitious of me to attempt such a thing, and I'm so glad that so far people like the songs that I put out, you know, because I utilize my creativity and whatnot, and it's very poetic and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, that's some way to look at it. Though it's how, try to think of how a Hindu, I don't like using the word Hindu because the actual name of the religion is really Sanatana Dharma. Anyway, okay, for sake of simplicity, think of it as like a Hindu singing his devotional songs to his deities, whereas the music I make here is like an English person singing about his deities. That's the context I put it in. And for those of you who have events or whatnot, or you want to incorporate your practice, feel free. I want this, I want the culture to grow. Yeah, feel free to sing it at your blots or blots or what have you, and you know, if you want to make a cover and put it on YouTube, I'd rather you email me about that. I'll put my email down below. Should you make a cover and put it onto YouTube? All right. I'd like to discuss with whoever does that. But yeah, so that's kind of, I want to bring out like the point behind this kind of music, because there's not really much of it, because as far as native English paganism, nothing survived. As far as music, yeah, nothing survived. I mean, yeah, you got bits and pieces like implied in some English folk music, but like if anything, it'd be about Norse gods, because that's what if anything survived, it would have been that. But I mean, sure, we have a few texts that do mention Woden and not Odin, and anyway guys, that's what I want to say in this video. Thank you for watching. Please check out down below of the for the Bandcamp link to the EP. It's $8 Canadian. It's depending where you are in the world. It could be cheaper, it could be more. But I will put the album, EP, on YouTube itself. So I mean, you can support me through watching that video again and again and again. So you don't have to buy it, you know. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Oh, forgot one more thing. And if you're a patron of my channel on Patreon, if you're a patron on my Patreon, you get if you want the album, you can get it for free. Yeah, if you become a patron, because with that, I mean, how it works is that the way I have it set up, that you pay, or well, what is it? It asks you to donate X amount of money by X, depending on how much you want to give per month or whatever. I'd rather you learn about Patreon first before you get into it, because to be fair to you guys, because then because there are YouTubers like, oh yeah, join my Patreon and whatnot. No, I'm not that right away. I'd rather you know what Patreon is. For those of you who don't know what it is, rather you know what that is, and then if you want, you're more than welcome to join mine. Yeah, because the thing is, the way I think of it, you know, like these people who are my patrons, they've been supporting me, you know, ever since they've joined, and you know, to make them pay for the album, no, that's unfair, you know. So yeah, so if you're a patron, email me, and I'll send it to you for free in MP3 format. Because reason being, because if I try it in WAV, it'll be too big it'll be too big to send. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and see ya.